Hey guys, welcome back. We're back with more Mass Effect. We beat Spider-Man on last Thursday, and I actually have been really excited to jump into Mass Effect 2. So, Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, 2 is the only one I played through. Because back when 2 came out on the PlayStation, we didn't have access to Mass Effect 1. So, I ended up getting Mass Effect 2 for Christmas. They eventually released Mass Effect, um, what's it called? Later in the future, like with the trilogy, which I do have the trilogy on PS3. At some point, I'd like to just like kind of play that just for trophies, like off stream. But I am really excited to getting into this. So I was saying before we started this that I did go back on Mass Effect 1 to get the trophy for having Ashley on our side. But it did when I did press continue, it did start right at the Sovereign fight. So I don't know if me reloading a previous save is gonna do anything. Um let's see. New game. Import character from, I think that's it. I think we got this. So the choices we had made were um auto level up, no. Subtitles on. Okay, so here here are the choices. So we got Mike plays Shepard. I got to 43. I was a Sentinel. Paragon. I chose the Paragon path. Um, Rex survived the mission on Vermeer. Ashley, we ended up choosing Caden. We ended up choosing the council side, like saving them, and we gave Anderson the seat. So those were the big choices that we made from Mass Effect 1. Ow! That just hit my toe. So let's see how this playthrough is gonna be pretty different, just because of the whole. So when I first played through this on the PS3, I did not save
everything right. More than we
the
could have hoped for.
council.
Commander
So
Shepard
I'm curious how that's
uncovered
gonna
the
change
truth.
things.
And still, it's not enough.
We're at war.
Got some Arizona tea right
No
now.
one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending him to fight Geth.
Is that
Geth.
here?
We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow him. He's a hero, a bloody icon. But
I'm
he's
curious.
just one man. If we lose Shepard,
I don't
humanity
remember.
might well follow.
I think with Cerberus, it's just they
Then
do
see
shady
to it
things,
that we
right?
don't lose him.
That that's why they don't trust him. So I'm curious, real quick. Is my bot working? 1 month after the devastating Geth attack on the Council, the galactic community struggles to rebuild. The Alliance fleet made a tremendous save. I could not read all that, so I'm gonna test something real quick. Is my bot working? Okay, it is. I don't know why. Oh, I'm on the wrong tab. That's why.
Disengaging FTL drives. Emission sinks active.
Nope.
Board is green. We are running silent.
I don't know. Seems to be working.
We're wasting our time.
So.
4 days
there,
searching
so
up and down this sector, and we
it's
haven't
working,
found
it's
any
fine.
sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner.
Wait,
Unidentified
terminus
vessel.
system. Was that where
Looks like a cruiser.
the
Doesn't match any known signatures.
jump port was that we had to cross through
Cruiser is changing course.
to get to the
Now on
precursor
intercept
for
trajectory.
precursor
Stealth systems
planet?
are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly.
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers.
Presley!
Kinetic barrier down.
Was wait,
Multiple hull breaches.
was that where Holden
Weapons
screamed?
offline. Somebody get the fire.
Did they seriously Wilhelm scream? No. Okay, there's Caden. I guess it was just.
Beacon is ready for launch.
It sounded like it.
Let's get here in time.
That took a while.
I'm not doing this just so they can find our frozen corpses. Get everyone onto the escape shuttle. Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't abandon ship. I'm not leaving either.
I'll just do this. I'll give you an order.
Get to the damn shuttle. I'll haul Joker's crippled ass out of here. Commander,
Damn it.
get the
Honestly,
hell out of here.
I do love the intro to this. Like, pretty much how they... The excuse for, what's it called?
Everybody
Wiping
in.
your
Go,
character.
Go, go!
It's because... We're gonna see it happen a bit. But this is a good intro, especially since it happens a month after 1. Because just looking at the timeline, from 1 to 2, things just kick off. And this explosion's actually taking its time.
Mayday! 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 This is SSV Normandy!
Alright. The big thing I gotta remember. Square is not reload. Square is grenade.
Come on, baby, hold together. Hold together.
Oh shit. I don't think at the time I realized, like, I really took in what happened. I was like, ooh, this is a nice start. Explosions and everything. What the? Joker? Oh, it's because he's over there. But, like, the whole top of the ship's, like, ripped off from that beam. That is crazy.
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
The Normandy's lost. Going down with the ship won't change that.
Yeah, okay. Help me up.
Okay, so there was something that Shepard said that I didn't realize. He mentions that Joker's injured. I don't remember that in 1 happening. Maybe it was before? Because I'm trying to remember. Most of 1, he was just in the ship. Actually, I don't think he was out of the ship at all. Wait. His suit's damaged. Honestly, that would just be a scary way to go. Like without the suit being damaged, just floating in space. That's just scary. Like there was that one movie that came out years ago. I think it's called Gravity. With what was it? Is it Gravity? Yeah, with Sandra Bullock, and there is a part where she's just like flying in space. That's just crazy. So this was the part I liked. So, Mass Effect Genesis is an interactive comic that will summarize the events of Mass Effect 1. Would you like to review the story so far? So, not playing Mass Effect at all, my first playthrough, like this actually filled me in, like, okay, this is what happened. And this allowed me actually to make the choices. So
Just another routine mission. Why do they always say that before a mission?
let's
Of course
do
it's
a
routine. You haven't
flashback.
done anything yet. It's everything that happens along the way. The choices you make,
Yellow
the paths you
recap
choose,
because
that turn the
Spider-Man.
routine into anything but. Of course, that's how it started. A routine mission, answering a distress call. And look where that got me. We were testing out the Normandy, Captain Anderson's new ship, when the distress call came in. An Alliance patrol on Eden Prime had been attacked. They'd seen something they couldn't explain. And whatever it was massive. I hit the ground with my lieutenant, Cade Nolenko. A good kid, loyal,
I like
by
this.
the book,
Like
with
this
a
is real
talent
cool.
for biotics. We
Even
came
though I said
across the
that,
lone
real cool.
survivor of the patrol, Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams. A soldier to the core. Tough, disciplined,
I'm gonna disappear for a
ready to
moment.
take on whatever came her way. Ashley joined up with us
Just
and
so
took us to the spot where
you
she
can
lost
see
her
it.
squad. That's when we saw it. The ship. Like nothing I'd ever seen. It was massive, scorching the colony and everything around it as it blasted away. We followed the path of destruction to an artifact, a beacon left by a long-dead race called the Protheans. The colony had dug it up, and whoever attacked them had tried to take it. Chief Williams made the mistake of getting too close. It hit her with some type of energy. I grabbed her and threw her out of the way. That's when it hit me. Hard. Every muscle in my body went rigid. I couldn't move, could barely breathe. Everything went black. And then I saw something. A vision. Dream. A nightmare. By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on our way to meet the Council. I was expected to explain what I'd seen. Anderson came along. So did Adina, our political representative on the Citadel. With those two heavyweights, it seemed reasonable we could persuade the Council that the ship we'd seen was a potential threat. As was the individual behind the attacks. The main suspect for the Eden Prime massacre was a Turian Spectre named Saren. He'd been seen by one of the survivors from the colony at Eden Prime, and there was some evidence to suggest that the ship was connected to Saren. But even Adina's pointed accusations weren't enough to convince the Council. They just couldn't believe one of their chosen elite Spectres could be guilty of something like that. They needed proof, which meant I needed proof. Fortunately, I wasn't alone in my search. Garrus, another Turian, wanted to help. A top agent for Citadel
I wonder
Security.
if it's just gonna go
Despite
like
orders from his
straight
superiors
into
that he shouldn't get
what
involved,
we had made
he told me he was
decisions we made
suspicious of
before,
Sarah,
or
and he had some useful leads. More importantly, he was willing to share them.
what?
That led me to Rex, the biggest, nastiest looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever seen. He turned out to be more than just a brute. It was his intel that led to a fugitive with incriminating evidence on Saren. The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named Tali. A tech expert with a knack for hacking, she'd procured some information
We'll
on
see
Saren.
what happens when it
Evidence
gets
that
to
proved
something.
Saren was dirty, Tali's evidence proved that Saren was responsible for the massacre on Eden Prime, and that the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship. But it went much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space. Machines allegedly responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all organic life.
That's Saren's
These
ice.
Reapers were blamed for wiping out all life 50,000 years ago, including the Protheans, then disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space, leaving no trace they'd ever been. That explained why Saren was after the beacon, and it made some sense out of my visions. But not much else. We couldn't convince the Council that the Reapers were a threat, but they agreed Saren had to be stopped. They stripped him of his Spectre status and gave me the honor of becoming the first human Spectre. My first task? Bring down Saren. Anderson decided to stay behind, giving up his ship, the Normandy. He told me I would need it more than he would. He also pointed me in a direction. Liara, a Prothean expert, adept in biotics, and maybe most importantly,
He told us earlier.
daughter of Benezia, Saren's top lieutenant. And like most Asari, as beautiful as she is intelligent, and born with a unique ability to meld with other species. Liara was able to help me decipher some of the vision the beacon had given me. Nothing concrete, but it gave me some clues. And a new appreciation for the Asari. Her technique for accessing my vision was unexpected, but not at all unpleasant. Ashley was a little concerned about the
He
connection I
enjoyed it.
shared with Liara. As commander, I knew either relationship had the potential to interfere with the mission. I
Oh
decided
yeah, I didn't even do
discretion was the better
relationships
part of
in the
valor,
last one.
and kept my focus on our goal, finding Saren. Thanks to Liara's help, we had our next lead, Benezia. Saren had taken her to Novaria, where he'd enslaved a dangerous race of insect-like creatures, the Rachni.
We only talked to like
He
the
ordered
crew
Benezia
once.
to use the same technique Liara had
That's
used
on,
on
like,
me to extract
0.5.
information
Like
from
I
the
just
Rachni
called it
Queen.
the 4.5 episode.
Queen's drones were everywhere, and they weren't happy. We had to fight through hundreds of them to get to Benezia. By the time we arrived, Saren was gone,
Alright, this was the choice.
with the information. I tried to reason with Benezia,
I don't think that it's gonna have
but
us
Saren had
make the choice.
indoctrinated her. He had somehow acquired the ability to control people's actions and wills. Benezia wouldn't surrender, and Liara was forced to watch her mother die in her arms. And I was left with an angry, dangerous Rachni Queen to deal with. She claimed her drones would do no harm if I released her. But the Rachni had terrorized the galaxy before. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't
Yeah,
doom an
okay.
entire species for past sins. And the Queen was true to her word. She left and took her army of drones with
It
her.
looks like it's
With
just gonna
Saren's
go
top
what
lieutenant
we
dead,
went with.
he was quickly running out of time and places to hide. I tracked him down at his base on Vermeer,
The
but
beach
we soon learned it was
episode.
more than a base of operations. It was a breeding ground. Saren was breeding an army of
A
Krogan.
lot of stuff happened in this.
He'd found a cure for the genophage, a disease inflicted on the Krogan to prevent them from breeding and taking over the galaxy. But the Krogan Saren was breeding were slaves, mindless beasts that obeyed Saren's will. I had to destroy the base, and all its research. Rex disagreed. Violently. Rex wanted the genophage cure for his people. I tried to convince him to help me destroy it, that these Krogan weren't real. But he wouldn't back down. Fortunately, Rex is smarter than he looks. He realized this wasn't the way to help his people, and that Saren was the real threat. When we finally got to the center of the base, I realized just how close Saren was to completing his plan. He was already in communication with the Reapers. Sovereign, Saren's flagship we'd all assumed was just a ship, was a Reaper. It spoke to me, threatened me. I could feel the menace it had for every living thing. It wanted me dead. It wanted us all dead.
Just listening
I
to
knew it
this
was
makes me
capable of
actually
doing
realize
just
how
that.
short the game was.
What I couldn't
Without doing any
understand
of
was
the
why
side missions.
Saren would help it. But there was no time to think about it. Sovereign knew where we were. We had to destroy the base and get the hell out. I split up my team in 2 squads, sending Ash with one and Caden with the other as a distraction. We had a nuke, and we planned to use it. Before we could detonate the bomb, Saren showed up. We fought. I stalled him to make time for my team. And in talking to him, I realized the truth. It wasn't Saren who was indoctrinating everyone. It was Sovereign. The Reaper. And Saren was in deeper than all of them. He tried to convince me he was still in control, Said he found a way to reduce the Reaper's influence, but he was kidding himself. Or believing the lies Sovereign was telling him. Before I could convince him to stop, he ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates. I tried, but I wasn't fast enough. I could only save one of them. Ash was a good friend.
I mean,
and a
we
great
saw
soldier,
Caden die like when we went
but I
back for
had
him.
to choose. And I chose Caden. That was the last time Saren would slip away from me. I knew then, the next time we met, one of us would die. With my team mostly intact, we chased Saren and his army to Ilos, a long-lost planet that had once belonged to the Protheans. As we prepared for what we knew would be a desperate fight, I spoke to my crew. We were just one ship, against Saren's growing army. I assured them all that despite the odds, we could defeat him. I'd never tell anyone, but I had my doubts. Leaving Ashley behind had hardened my resolve, but revealed a soft spot in my defenses. How many more friends and allies would I be willing to sacrifice in order to stop Saren? We arrived on Ilos, close behind Saren. Once on the planet, we discovered a Prothean databank that helped me put the final pieces of my vision together. The Reapers had come 50,000 years ago, and every 50,000 years before that, each time purging the galaxy of life. The Protheans had fought and died, like every species before them. But a few survived long enough to leave a parting gift. The Protheans had discovered that the Citadel was the key to controlling the mass relays. By sabotaging the Citadel, they found a way to close the relays to dark space, slowing the Reapers' return, giving us the time we needed to find a solution to stop the Reapers once and for all. Saren knew this. He was leading his army to take control of the Citadel and re-establish the relays to dark space, bringing the waiting Reapers here to destroy us all. We followed him to the Citadel. It was intact, but heavily damaged. He had caught the Council fleets by surprise, and they were only now regrouping. And with
I'm
Sovereign
actually
as his
surprised that
flagship,
I honestly thought the Husks
there was little
were
hope the
from
fleets
this
could
game, not
counterattack
one.
with enough strength to take back the Citadel. But Saren was done running, and I was done chasing him.
That kind of did
As
catch
the
me by
Alliance and Citadel
surprise.
fleets battled Saren's army outside, I cornered the Turian bastard in the Citadel tower and confronted him. He died believing that the Reapers would save him. As I fought to regain control of the Citadel, the Council's flagship, the Destiny Ascension, fell under attack. Despite Saren's death, Sovereign and Saren's army continued to fight. The Council was aboard the Destiny Ascension, and they were requesting assistance. But I knew in order to help them, I would have to put our Human Alliance fleet in jeopardy. The Council had to be saved. They represented the hearts and minds of the galactic community. Without them, the fleets would be in disarray. Even with the Citadel back in my control,
I honestly
Saren
thought
defeated,
the first time I
and the
played through
Normandy
was
leading the
that
combined
the council
galactic
was like
fleet.
evil.
the battle against Sovereign,
That's why I chose not
a
to.
single Reaper, was relentless. It took the combined fleets of humanity and the other races, but in the end, Sovereign fell. But the costs were immense. While humanity's efforts in the war earned us our first seat on the Council, it was a hollow victory. The Reapers were still out there. I knew the fight was far from over, but as the one who'd led the fight against Saren, I was given new responsibilities. The choice of humanity's first counselor was left for me to decide. On the one hand, Udina, the lifetime politician. Ruthless and ambitious, he would easily navigate the political landmines that would soon be put in front of him. The other choice, Captain Anderson, the career soldier. Tough but fair, but a friend, and someone I could trust. Both great leaders in their own right. Anderson didn't want the job, which was a sure sign he'd be perfect for it. No ambition to get in the way. The war was over.
I do feel like
threat
that was
passed.
a good choice.
In time, the Council would rebuild
Choosing
itself.
Anderson.
The Citadel could be repaired. Even the pain of lost friends would fade. But none of that mattered if the Reapers were still out there. And if they were all as powerful as Sovereign, we had to find a way to stop them. I had to find a way. I gathered my crew, took my ship, and went in search of answers. Officially, the Council would only say I was assigned to cleanup duty, rooting out any remnants of Saren's army. Just another routine mission.
So, after this part, I'm gonna put a marker here. So those of you watching in collections, actually
Commander
made
Shepard
this
has been
far.
recovered.
The next part will be
The Lazarus
separate.
project will proceed.
I'm trying to remember put that in the description, like the prologue, and put the timestamp for after the comic stuff that we just saw. In case they don't want, in case they don't want, you don't want to see a recap. This game does look so much better. Oh, this is a loading screen. Alright. Wait. Did I not? I don't think I customized really that much. Because looking at both, now we'll just do that. Okay, so this does give us a chance to change things up, but I do like the Sentinel playthrough. So it gives us Sentinels are equipped with most powerful advanced albation armor system to keep themselves safe. If overloaded, the system will stun all enemies within a short distance. Power training, tech armor, throw, warp, overload, cryoblast. I think that's a new skill. Weapon training is heavy pistol and submachine gun. So I do like the. Okay, so around this time, I want to say, I was also really into Call of Duty Black Ops 2, and I was pure submachine gun. So I feel we might go that one. Also, looking at this, I think there is no like actual assault rifle. I say that and I see this. Is this just working? Right here. Weapon trainer and assault rifle. Whoops. Okay, I got these buttons mixed up. I need to figure out what's going on. Oh, no. So we're just gonna go Sentinel because I do actually like the submachine gun class. Also, really, your achievements give you access to the following bonus powers: flashbang grenade. How many times did I try and reload and grenaded myself? I don't need a flashbang to blind myself. This is not good. Not good at all. Alright, let's go in. So one thing I did notice was when it showed the first time it showed the list of stuff we did, it did show we got up to level 43. I wonder what they're gonna do here.
Showing an awareness of his surroundings. Oh my God, Miranda, I think he's waking up.
Damn it, Wilson. He's not ready yet. Give him the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts. Starts pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
That doesn't seem like you're giving me a sedative.
Heart rate dropping.
Okay,
Stats falling
I guess
back into
the wires that we're hooked up to.
That was too close.
So, the thing about playthrough of Mass Effect 1 versus 2, 2 will be longer because we do have the loyalty missions that have been added in this game, and there are missions at the towards the end of the game where if you do not do them, you actually lose characters. So we'll be doing those also when we get to like unlocking characters.
This pistol doesn't have a thermal clip.
What's it called?
It's a med bay. We'll get you a clip from. Damn it! Those canisters by the door.
Unlocking this.
Get behind
Oh.
cover now. Keep your head down, Shepard.
I was about to say, why am I starting off with Renegade?
Someone's
Oh, yeah, I
having
forgot.
security
That's
trying to
because
kill
I
you. Look for
accidentally
clip for your pistol.
killed someone. Oh, now Square reloads.
Barricade to try holding the mechs off.
Oh my God, things. Now guns have ammo.
Keep moving. We need to get to the shuttles.
You gotta be kidding me. This is gonna throw me off because, actually, probably not. I'm feeling I'm still gonna
Shepard, security mechs are closing in on your position.
So what's it called? Try and reload. Alright. So it looks like R1 is my ability. Uh-oh. Oh, no, we're not dying like the first minute in.
Nice work, Shepard.
We are not dying like instantly. Alright.
Don't waste time. I can't keep the mechs distracted for long.
So,
More reinforcements heading your way. Grab the grenade launcher off the security officers. Here come the mechs.
alright.
You
L1 is for gun.
use the grenade launcher to take
R1 is for abilities. Tech armor.
them
Flashbang.
out.
We've been spotted.
Take the elevator down one
Alright.
floor.
I like the grenade launcher. That looks nice. Fire though?
Get to the door. Run.
Alright, so holding X is
You're doing great.
running.
Head to the next room and I'll fight for you. Shepard, free me. I've got men closing in on my position.
Alright, Miranda, you got plot armor, so we can look around a bit.
Progress is slow, but subject shows signs of
Log
revival.
update. The cost of this project is astronomical.
Okay.
Over 4 billion credits so far. But nobody seems to care that we've gone over budget.
4 billion credits
Where the boss
to
gets
save
all his
me?
money. Maybe it's
Damn.
better not to know. I just wish he'd kick a
I mean,
little more in my direction once
they-
in a while.
They did talk about how they're gonna try and use Shepard to, what's it called? Damn.
Hostile! Shut what the hell? Have a nice trip.
Alright. There we go.
What are you doing here?
You-
Thought you were still a work in
Use a
progress.
grenade. What?
Are you with Miranda?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot this is all new to you right now. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for...
Hostiles detected.
Jacob.
Damn it!
I know he doesn't. He's not on our team, but
Things must be worse than I thought if
He-
Miranda
he
saw you
sounds-
running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
sounds familiar. I'll just
Your
go lead the
station,
way.
Jacob. I'll follow you.
First step, let's finish off these metal bastards. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit him with the good stuff.
Okay, so Jacob's gonna be our part. Pull. And I will go you.
Falling back.
Alright, we're good, we're good.
Ready to get the hell off this station?
Oh yeah, Jacob's supposed to replace Caden.
Before we go anywhere, I need some answers.
Sure. What do you want to know?
Alright.
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me? How bad were my injuries?
I'm no doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, you were nothing but meat and tubes. Anywhere
Damn.
else, they'd have put you in a coffin. But Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
What do you mean?
Wait.
Cloning?
Didn't they talk about
Cybernetics?
Lazarus in the
I don't know
first
the
one?
details. You'd have to ask the scientists. But I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were. You're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
Alright,
Do you know anything about this attack? Who's
let's
behind
get
it?
information about
What
the
they're
attack.
after?
Damn if I know. I was getting ready for some shut-eye, then bam! Bunch of explosions. Next thing I know, every damn mech in the place starts shooting at us. I'm guessing it had to be an inside job. You'd need top security access to hack all the mechs.
Alright.
The last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about everybody survived. A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was killed by an explosion. But everyone else, including the non-Alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian, they all made it out alive.
Wait, we didn't even see him at the beginning.
Do you know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on. Left the Alliance. Could be anywhere.
They were my team. If they knew I was alive, they'd come back.
Maybe you can track them down after we get off
So-
the station. If we get off the station.
One thing I just noticed now, I don't think we had the scars on our cheek in our first playthrough, but I do see them like glowing. Which
What's your job here?
I think
Depends
when
on
we
who
go,
you
if
ask.
should we go renegade,
Technically, I'm
those
Marine's top
glow.
lieutenant, but I'm just a soldier. I served 5 years in the Alliance before this. Now I'm in charge
Like,
of the station's security.
It shows like our face
Usually a
cracking.
lot more dull than this. Normally I don't fire my gun unless it's target practice.
Excuse me. Alright, last one.
When I first woke up, someone named Miranda was talking to me over the radio.
So I
But
think
we lost
that's
contact
actually like
before I ran
from
into
the
you.
explosion.
Miranda Lawson is the station's ranking officer. She led the Lazarus team. It was her job to bring you back to life, no matter what. Should have guessed she'd try to save you. She's not about to give up on you now. You said you lost contact. Could you tell what was happening?
It didn't sound
There
good.
was some gunfire and an explosion right before I lost her.
She knows how to take care of herself. But I hope she's okay.
What's the quickest way to those shuttles?
Alright, there we go.
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we...
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get him out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
So
Roger that, Wilson.
I guess the
Stay
plan
on
is
this frequency.
to
Let's get out of here.
You bet.
take out,
We
like,
can get into
actually
the
shut
service
down the
tunnels through
mechs.
this door.
Alright, just pick up. I'm ready for something to be like right behind the store.
They've seen us.
Yep.
The whole station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the
I
best
knew it.
can.
Alright, we got this.
They found me. Help!
Wilson!
Server room B! Hurry! They're out of...
Oof, it cut off. That's never good. And let me get this.
Reconstruction of subject is complete, but we still need to evaluate mental and neurological.
Shepard! Down here!
Hello. Anything back here? Collectibles, ammo.
Bastards got me in the leg!
I will remember you, Wilson. We're just gonna kill him off right here.
We need to get off this station.
I'm not going anywhere till someone fixes my leg.
Should be some Metagel in the first aid station on the wall.
I just love that.
To get him up and moving again.
I will remember
Grab
you,
the
Wilson.
Metagel from the first aid station on the wall.
That's amazing.
Thanks, Shepard. Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now. Hmm?
Actually, wait.
Thought
His
maybe
voice
I could shut down the security mechs.
sounds familiar.
Whoever did fry the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening?
Wilson
I came
voice
here to
actor.
try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you
Steve
explain
Blum.
that?
You're all strangers to me. Let's get someplace safe, then we'll sort out whose fault it is.
Right, Shepard. We
Probably
need to find
Bebop.
Miranda. We can't leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda.
And in
She was
Naruto.
over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector.
Let me see.
There's no way she survived.
I'm waiting for the
Bunch of mechs
IMDb
won't
to
drop
pop up.
Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
Let's see. She tried to help me. Either way, we can't leave her. Maybe not.
Then why did you wake me up and warn me about the attack?
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor. But that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few. We can overload the canisters to clear the shuttles.
Overload you.
That's it. Let's get out of here.
That wasn't what I was... Okay, fine.
Okay, we took him down. But this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if he's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
Never heard of him. That sounds familiar.
I think I ran into Cerberus a few times while I was investigating Saren. Some kind of pro-human splinter group, right?
Well, that's what the Alliance wants people to believe. But there's more to it. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be
Trying to find
suspicious
something
too.
huge
But
that I
right
know.
now, we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the elusive man.
Okay.
He'll explain everything.
He's in Demon Slayer.
Promise.
He's the drum demon. Oh, and he's also Orochimaru. His voice also makes me think of what's his name from A Wolf Among Us. I wonder if he's the same voice actor as Bixby.
I don't care what they did or what you say. I'm not working with terrorists.
You can tell it to the boss, but after we've saved our butts.
Do that. Lost a med gel, gained a med gel, gained 2 med gel. And we got some credits. We got paid. Also, like, saying that gave me Paragon points. Over legs.
On target.
Wait, did I accidentally shoot Jacob? Sorry, Jacob. I think we're good. There we go. We're good. We're good to go. Can they give me more rocket launcher though? Because I would like to have more, or not rocket launcher, grenade launcher. I would like to have more ammo. Just saying. I mean, like seriously, ammo's good. Ammo's
Through
fine.
here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you were...
Dead.
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
I just love the. I knew he was lying. Okay, what happens now? That your idea of due process. Now you can't question him.
You should have taken him alive. See what he knew.
Too risky. I've put too much time and effort bringing you back to life to let you get killed now.
You really think Wilson's capable of that?
Not anymore.
The look on her face just. Oh, hold up. Is this working? Let's see. Where are you? She's just. Do I not have my zoom anymore? My face zoom? Where is it? I know I have it somewhere. I don't have it anymore. In game. No, I don't. So she's just straight up. Yeah, not anymore. I'm upset. I don't have my face zoom. At some point, I probably deleted it. Memes. I have 6-pack. What meme? Why do I have this? What's this one? Okay, that's nothing. We have RPG Cat, which actually does RPG Cat still work? Hey, RPG Cat does work. Or maybe not. I think RPG Cat might be broken. It's I'll see you for now, RPG Cat.
Even if you're sure, did he deserve that welcome?
He sabotaged the security systems, killed my staff, and he would have killed us.
You sure about that, Miranda? We've known Wilson for years. What if you're wrong?
I'm never wrong. I thought you'd have learnt that by now, Jacob.
Her, like, seriously, her facial expressions, she's just so, like, I'm cocky. Yeah, I'm not. Wait. I'm finding new buttons on my stream deck. I should not be pressing them because I know something's gonna break. Excuse me. But yeah, her facial expressions, just too cocky. Alright. I knew he was lying. What happens now?
I had a feeling Wilson was just looking for a chance to shoot me in the back.
Good instincts. Some people are far too trusting to ever see that coming. Come on, let's grab this shuttle and get out of here. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get him to
The
join
fact
our
that
cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go,
Jacob
Commander?
says, how do you have this access? That's like the heads up, like something's off.
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life, Wilson figured out I was helping you and he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
We can't leave without knowing for sure. We need to go back and look.
Don't you get it? The only one worth saving is you. Everyone else is expendable.
She's right. We all knew the risks when we signed up. Without
So-
you, there's no point to any of this.
They all, I'm like, Shepard's the reason.
Where are we going?
Another Cerberus facility. The elusive man is waiting for you there.
I'm not sure I trust you.
This is the only shuttle off the station. You want to stay and rot with the mechs? Be my guest.
I don't think you would let me though if I said okay.
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project.
Like,
Into you.
if I said, no, I'm gonna stay here, I don't think she would let me.
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the elusive man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus.
Damn.
Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or 2, in your case. Come on.
Are they just gonna blow it up? I kind of wish they'd just blow it up. One, you don't let anyone else find your stuff.
Before
2,
you meet with the elusive man, we need to ask a few questions
you could
to
just
evaluate
say-
your condition.
Come on, Miranda. More tests?
it was an
Shepard
attack.
took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
Did you say 2 years? I've been gone that long?
2 years and 12 days.
Actually, doesn't he
You were
say
on
that
an
before
operating
too?
table for most of it.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you were a colony kid. Lost your parents when the slavers hit Mindwar. You enlisted and won a medal fighting Batarians during the Skillian Blitz. Do you remember that?
I had to when we're done here. I had no choice.
A lot of lives depended on me holding that position. I did what I had to.
However
What
you
happens
wanna
if you
put it,
just say
it's
we're
damn
done here?
impressive.
Does it just
I had
skip?
friends who were there. Satisfied,
Or
Miranda.
say,
Almost. Let's try something more recent.
like, oh hey,
Romeo,
you're.
where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave her behind?
It's a hard choice. We're done here. It's that or die.
I left a friend to die that day, and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could. Ash gave her life for the rest of the team. Without
Honestly-
her, I couldn't have stopped Saren. She died a hero.
I understand, Commander.
That
And I wasn't
that
judging your
statement.
decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have
Should,
to hope the elusive man accepts our little field test as evidence.
I'm just
enough.
gonna wait a moment till it actually lets me walk. Actually, right now would be good. So that statement he said, "I wanted to save as much as I can."
The elusive man is waiting for you in the
If-
other room.
Where did I get Renegade? Is it because I said I knew he was lying? Is that where I got Renegade? Oh. This game. But that statement, I wanted to save as much as I could. I feel, because Ashley was with an army, and Caden was kind of by himself. So, if we were going to go by that, we should have tried to save Ashley. That's my thought on that. But we're gonna end this part right here. So those of you watching in the collections, next part should just be a click away. So I'll see you guys in that part, and we'll see how things are different from my first playthrough.